garden.
Do you? Okay, so you know.
Well, the things I need to know, and I want to know. I am as curious as I was when I was 6 years old.
I love that. And now you're 10, so this is great. Speaking of 10, I should have said 12 because this is going to be 12 feet tall. We're talking about this hydrangea tree. It's by Phillip Watson. Listen, you're saving $28 when you shop with us today. If you tried to buy this on your own, you spend about $200. We love this because this is the largest pot and largest tree ever shipped from QVC. This ain't gonna fit in your car. That's why we gotta bring it to you.
That's right.
But we're shipping it in a 3-gallon pot. You're gonna get all summer blooms. It's gonna change colors. It's the focal point of any garden, and it can live 80 years.
Yes, and I love these, but think about the difference between spring flowers and summer flowers. Spring is like all this big, we're sick of winter, but spring comes, you also have a lot of flowering trees in the spring. You don't have that in the summer. This is a chance to have a flowering tree in the summer and to raise the interest. That's what you do. Gorgeous colors, and there's the way it's going to look. See that pink color?
Look at those. I
That's
love
in August.
those. Wow.
So it's color morphing, but the blooms start out, that's where they got the name, lime colored. And so it goes from lime to white to gigantic white, and then to the pale pink, and then to the nice cranberry colors. And people are buying them in pairs to go on either side of a doorway, either into the house or the back of your flower border. Because with these being 12 feet tall, it's, for my designs, I plant them behind everything else because I've got this in the middle of summer, all this white back there, and it's like the white cumulus clouds that we see out there today. And so all that's going on, and it backlights the border. It makes the property look bigger, and they're drought tolerant, they're extremely heat tolerant, they're cold tolerant. They do need a frost to bloom, so if you live in areas that are frost free, not for you, but in the coldest parts, these will outperform any other hydrangea out there.
Fantastic. Can we talk about what it looks like when it comes to us?
Yes, sir.
And that huge 3-gallon pot there.
Yes, this is the way it arrives. In a 3-gallon pot. Most that ship out are in a 1-gallon pot. Now, they'll grow and they'll be fine, but here's a 1-gallon pot. Let me just get down here. So this is the 1-gallon pot that it usually comes out in. This one right here, and that's a year-old plant. This one is 2.5 years old. It's already got, also the young plants will have sort of a greenish brown stem. This has already got the bark on it. This is a brown stem. It's already 4 feet tall. Now just for comparison, I'm going to show you, because I'm going to hold it up to the same level that this other one is in the pot. You can see where the branching starts is where the branching starts on this big one. Now, that's what you're going to get, this fabulous value, but next season, this is how yours will start off. Early summer, the smaller lime to white blooms come out. This is the look next season. You're going to have a lot of blooms this year.
I love that.
Because you're getting a mature plant. So this is the way it starts out. Then, as summertime comes on, is it the blooms get bigger and bigger, like football-shaped blooms. And these are sure enough big. And so that's the way it is most of the summer. And then it starts to go in August, the pale pink. And then it goes to the deep cranberries. Great for fresh arrangements. These dry beautifully. I have them for wreaths. I have them for dried arrangements around the house. It's my go-to, because in the wintertime when you don't have flowers, you got these dried flowers. Don't miss out on the chance to have that. I've still got a wreath on my door made out of the cranberry colored ones, and if they start to fade, I paint them. I spray paint them. Go ahead, you can paint them purple if you want to. You're the boss of you. Carry on.
I love that, carry. And you said if we were going to do that, you just turn them upside down?
I turn them upside down to dry them, exactly. Hang them just like in a tobacco drying barn, if you've ever been in one of those.
I have not, but you know I haven't.
hang them upside down and do that. But the big, gigantic blooms, and these are huge. They could be 10 inches long and 10 inches across. Just huge flowers, but fabulous, and you've got room to plant other things underneath it. Like I had, where are my petunias? Where did they go? They ran off with them as usual.
This is what's in my front yard.
All right.
So
yes.
I have these on either side of my front door, these beautiful trees. And then
Here,
this is what I was telling you.
Yeah.
The heucheras.
We planted the coral bells under my hydrangea trees. And they look stunning.
That's beautiful. And the nice thing about the coral bells is that they're shallow rooted, so they never compete with one another.
Yeah.
That's a great, great look.
I thought so.
Okay,
And
so we
all
can pick
perennial.
these all up in this same show.
Yeah.
You could do that. So,
But I love these trees. I always have to pop in and say, I got these from Phillip when they were that size, and they are as tall as my second-story windows now on either side of my front door with ginormous flowers.
Yes.
They're so stunning. I get so many compliments on these trees.
Thank you.
So,
I love that. And listen, I think you will as well. This is our classic hydrangea tree. If you're just joining us, you're saving $28 when you shop with us today. If you tried to buy this at a nursery, you spend close to $200.
And it won't fit in your car.
That's it.
This is
We
delivered
keep
to your
saying
door. It's guaranteed for an entire year. So I'm shipping that. It's the biggest ever shipped out in the biggest pot ever shipped out. It's 4 feet tall when you receive it.
Wow.
And it's going to bloom like crazy this year. It's like I said, you know, yours will be mature size next year, but it's going to bloom like crazy this year. And if you want some interest that's up higher, this is it. Great for the small garden to illuminate. You can grow it in full sun to half shade.
I love that. Great features, great care. And our food. Are we using your food for this if they need it? If they want it?
Better not be using anybody else's.
Okay.
I'll tear you up. Yes. The time release fertilizer, what I like about it is that if you forget to fertilize, there's still nutrition there. And so it continues to feed. I feed this when it arrives, when you plant it. And by the way, give it room because it's going to get 12 feet tall. And I would give it at least a 12-foot spread too on either end of your house. Or if you've got a small garden, that is your important focal point. And think in terms of your crabapple trees, your redbud trees, your dogwood trees. Well, they're going to be finished real soon. This is going to be starting, but this is all summer into fall. I leave the old blooms when they dry on it in the wintertime, and it catches the frost and the snow, and it's real handsome look. It's an all year round good looking tree.
I love it. It's a good looking tree. Notice it's good looking. That price, $152. You're saving $28 when you shop with us today. The easy pay is $30.60. Sorry, friends, I was trying to get out of the way of that. Your item number is M95006. It's the classic hydrangea. It's bigger than both of us.
It really is. And I tell you what, I talk about drying them because they do have the big blooms, and you can dry them or have them as fresh arrangements. And then what I do is that when I have the dried ones, if I want to make a flower arrangement, I'll stick a bunch of these in there, and then all my fresh flowers I run through the dried blooms. This acts kind of like an oasis or an anchor, and so you can position all your other flowers. If you picked up that verbena from Carolyn that she had on, those purple flowers sticking out of this, then you got a multicolored Statue of Liberty hat.
Look, these
Yes,
are the
you do.
tips that we're learning. It isn't just gardening, it's fashion too. It's home decor. It's what we expect from Phillip Watson. This is our tree. It's going to live to be 80 years old. And Phillip,
Yes.
let's go back and talk about that. You said lots of times people plant a different type of tree when this is the one that they should be planting.
This is the one because a lot of people will plant a commemorative tree and they'll plant a redbud or a dogwood or a crabapple. And by the way, they're beautiful, but 15 to 18 years, that's what you're looking at for those. Why not have something that lasts a really long time that will outlast you? And then people will remember, well, she planted that for me when I was a baby, and now I'm old as she was when she planted it. And it's just a cool thing. It's a great commemorative tree that is really beautiful for a longer period of time than just about any flowering tree. All the flowering trees in spring are short blooming. This is a very long blooming tree. Have at least one of these in the garden. And don't limit yourself to when spring is over, don't think that the world is over.
Yeah.
No, you just got to plan for it.
I love it. Plan for it. The world is not over, but this price isn't going to last long either. $152.98 is our sale price, but the easy pay is $30.66. Your item number is M95006. Can you imagine how majestic this would look if you had two in front of your home? Especially walking, because you said it's tall enough to walk under. You can't do that.
I have more than 20 of them. Wow. I've got a big property in there on the back part of the property because they'll take the drought.
Yeah.
And if it gets dry back there, they don't die. That's what I like about that. I've got the beautiful white. When I pull in, I can see them at night. When you come in at night from work, you can still see these. Dark colors, not so much. This will illuminate everything. I'm telling you, you will love this plant, and you may get one, and you're going to want more later. Yes, you will.
So listen, Take care of that, take heed. $152.98. That won't be around forever. The easy pay is $30.60. Your item number is M95006. Phillip,
Yes.
you have a great warranty about these trees and everything you're offering us.
Thanks for joining us today. We've had a great time, and I want you to be happy, but more importantly, I want you to be a successful gardener. At Phillip Watson Designs, you can reach us at the number on the screen or at the website there with any of your gardening questions. Perennials are guaranteed for an entire year, annuals for 90 days, which is the entire growing season. Thanks.
I love that.
I just love this.
Oh, buddy, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Happy Monday, my friend.
Thanks for inviting me in.
Oh, hey, listen, I'm happy to be here with all of you. Look, I learned so much.